Now it's time.
Oh, no.
We didn't have you to read the questions. We kept going.
He sent them to me. I have them.
Oh, okay.
All right. Oh, God. Is it time for,
Go ahead, sir.
All right. Our first question comes from Metro Android.
What's up, sir?
Do you think glitches should be patched in re-releases of older games, especially when the glitch is considered practically a staple of the game? Speedrunners and their viewers were disappointed by Zelda Wind Waker HD having a glitch important to the run removed. Many other glitches were left intact, and this particular glitch is almost impossible to find through normal gameplay. I think it's important to recognize the flaws of a game as part of a game as well.
In regards to the Zelda stuff, a lot of glitches, it depends on the glitch, but a lot of they're unintended.
Mm-hmm.
And when you remake a game or you upgrade a game or whatever, to say we are going to keep it in there, that means you have to then program the game
To have the glitch.
Mm-hmm. Which is complicated, I imagine. But look, I don't think any developer should program a glitch. I guess if there's a programmed glitch, I don't really think it's a glitch. It's an Easter egg at that point. And let the fans find it in the future, because they'll find it. Trust me. But I don't. If people are upset that they removed the glitch in Wind Waker HD, which they've done, they've cleaned up a lot of things. They did the same thing with Ocarina of Time, the 3D. Look, it's a remake of a game. Okay, if you want to play the glitch,
Play the original?
Yeah.
For me, I think this is totally not the same, because it's different if they went back. They can't do it, but like to fix the GameCube version, I could see people getting upset. This is a remake. Everything is off limit.
Yeah, I mean they also sped the game up in general. So
I'm just saying, for a remake, do whatever the hell Nintendo wants. Nobody's allowed to get mad at this. They didn't patch the original game. They made a new remake. They can fix whatever they want, change whatever they want. The reviews may suffer, and the reception may suffer, and all these other things, but a specific glitch in a 10-year-old game, no, that's totally, they can do whatever the hell they want. There's no reason to get mad at that. But that was like a multifaceted question where I don't know, certain things the first thing that comes to mind was Skyrim on the PS3, which had hundreds of game-breaking glitches, and those need to be patched out. You can't just leave them in because people are having fun exploiting errors in code. You know what I mean? You need to make the game playable like it was supposed to be. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. The patches, fixing errors with the game are different than obviously taking out unintended glitches that don't really break the game. I mean, I think this question appears to come from the mindset of the niche portion of gaming, which is the speed gaming aspect, because that's really what he's referring to with Wind Waker, because that has a huge following amongst just speed gamers trying to beat the game as fast as possible.
Right.
And they have a new version. Suddenly, this game that some people have literally put in thousands of hours. I actually do mean literally.
Yeah. They have. Oh, yeah. No, it's true. You see somebody... I watched a speedrunner once of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and he was exploiting glitches and all sorts of stuff to make it through the game. And that's a long game. He made it through the game in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
You're what?
Especially...
How can you enjoy it? But other people enjoy that. People get into that, yeah.
Especially a game like the Wind Waker, which, compared to most other Zelda games, is not nearly as broken as Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time, you can beat it legitimately through glitches in 19 minutes.
Okay.
Whereas Wind Waker still takes 4.5 hours is the world record.
But 3.5 of that is sailing, right?
Yes. And mandatory cutscenes.
And cutscenes that you can't skip.
Yeah.
Zelda's not too bad on cutscenes, or Wind Waker's not too bad on cutscenes, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Non-skippable.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. The first cutscene in the game is 7 minutes long before you can start gameplay.
That's true.
Skyward Sword was the worst culprit.
Oh, yeah, I know. haven't even picked it up since I first started playing it. The first day I played it, this is gonna be fun.
Told you.
I'm done.
Well, you want to
I
watch
wanna
the cutscenes
play
the
it.
first time.
Yeah.
And if you play on hero mode the second time through, you can skip them.
Okay.
But why that is not an option from the first time? Because people who just replay it later, but on regular mode, like
Right.
I mean,
I think one thing I like about the Kingdom Hearts series is that you can skip them if you need to.
at any time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter first or second.
Anytime, I think,
Should be.
or say if you die at a certain boss, you have to go back and you got the cutscene, you can choose to skip it.
Yeah.
You just want to get straight back to what you were doing.
Yeah, that seems like an old
And that to me
game,
should be an option.
an old game development problem.
That
Like-
should not be an issue anymore.
Yeah, that's no longer an issue.
Yeah, nothing's worse than having a boss fight and having to sit through a cutscene before the boss fight that you died in the last. Like, that's maddening.
Hurry up.
You start memorizing the cutscene.
It's a good
Yeah.
question. Good question. What do we got next, sir?
Question number the second. Brendan Joyce asked,
Subby.
"What's your favorite alcoholic beverage?"
I don't drink.
Really? Oh.
That's not the name of the beverage. I literally don't drink.
Rock on. How about yourself, Brian?
I'm
Yours
not a
gonna be
big
quick,
drinker.
too.
I occasionally have an Amaretto. If I'm at a place where people are drinking and I want to socially drink, even then I'm usually not. I don't feel pressure to. But if I occasionally I have like an Amaretto sour or something like that.
Okay, don't worry, because I drink enough for the three of us.
Drinking your sorrows away.
Yeah, if I'm drinking hard liquor, it's Scotch, preferably single malt. If I'm drinking a blend, Dewar's is okay with me. And beer-wise, imports I'll go with Heineken. Domestic I'll go with High Life.
Cocktail.
My favorite cocktail, effing black cherry with 7-Up.
Follow-up question. What are the primary reasons why you drink?
It's a good time.
Okay.
To wake up with glitter and bite marks.
Yeah, drinking's a lot of fun. I'm just thinking of all the cool shit I've done drunk. It's a good time, man.
Well, it depends on how you do it. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
I live in
Alright.
a dry county. Alright, next
He's
question.
never coming to visit you.
No, just go to
Well-
the next county, buy beer, and bring it over.
It's the
can
first
drink
thing you
there.
go to when you
can
get.
drink there, but you can't
you-
buy or sell it.
You go down the road and then you're entering the next county. First
Right
thing
there.
liquor
I
store.
lived in
It's
a
like it's like fireworks here.
Yep.
If you go to
Very much
Wisconsin.
so.
Yeah.
I lived in a dry suburb. It's stupid because the surrounding suburbs all sold booze. You just had to drive 3 blocks. You're not stopping anything.
Well, it's not the entire county. There's some cities that allow it, but on certain days. But like the place where we live, you can't buy or sell it at all. Which I think is kind of ridiculous.
It just
they
doesn't-
need to lessen that.
You're just making people drive farther drunk to come home from the bars.
I'd imagine my
I'm being
Yeah.
serious.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It causes more problems. Dry communities are the backwardest thinking possible.
And plus,
This
it's
is
taking business
this is
away that they
Mississippi
could
we're talking
potentially
about.
have.
They're all over though. They're here in Illinois. They're here in Chicago.
That's true. Well,
It's
most of them are
backwards
gone
thinking.
though. Most of them are gone.
Park Ridge is still dry. to this
Evanston
day.
was the big one that they went.
People
Park
are
Ridge is
people,
dry.
Park Ridge is dry.
Wow. Trying to think of
See?
sports bars in Park Ridge.
There is no such thing.
What is the
See,
reasoning?
it's not just the
No, because
southern
Edison
states.
Park's right next to it. So
That's all you're
There's
doing.
enough
You're
for it,
making
yeah.
people drive further there or to Niles or to Morton Grove, and
What? I
then
don't get
they
it.
just
It's
drive drunk home
what about
longer.
that Jewel in Park Ridge?
It's
There's just
not.
no
It's
bars?
not. Yeah, there's no bars
Okay.
and
Oh, okay. So you can still buy alcohol
at Jewel.
and at like a gas station or something,
No.
or not a gas station, but
Just,
like
it would just be
a
that
family
one Jewel.
pantry or
There's
something.
that one Jewel in Park Ridge, yeah, because the other ones are technically Niles.
Yeah.
So there's one Jewel that's it. The whole suburb. Oh, and there's that one restaurant in Uptown, Houlan's. They sell.
There's probably a few more.
Yeah.
There's
That's
got to
it.
be a few more.
Yeah, they probably have it limited to where only certain places.
I'm gonna look
Yeah,
this up.
no,
I'm
they
very
have-
curious
they
to
have
know
a
about
If
the
you go
Park
further
Ridge.
down northwest, you're in Edison Park.
All right, next question.
Next question. Bryan Young Say Kim asked, "Need a Korean to join your cast?" Mark might not be all for that though.
I'm assuming this is Mark's buddy.
Is this Mark's buddy?
No,
Sure.
Should have come here today. Mark's
No,
not
we're,
here.
we're anti-Korean, aren't we?
These guys
Yeah.
work for a
Tell
What
Korean.
are we
Mark-
laughing about?
Set some up.
Next question.
Ah,
Set some up with Mark, man. You come on the show. I don't care.
Make sure it's an episode I'm not here.
Andrew Dillon asked,
What's up, Andrew?
if you could turn any comic book into a good video game that hasn't been done, what would you choose?
Comic book.
Any
Comic
comic
book.
book?
To a
Comic
video
book
game.
character.
He says comic book character, but I just shortened it.
Any comic book into a what?
Into a good
video
game,
like
yeah.
a good video game. So no Superman Returns and Superman 64 and Aquaman.
Oh. Thinking.
Outside of that one Spider-Man and Arkham Asylum, has there been any good video game?
Batman had some good ones on the
Scott
NES,
Pilgrim.
like old
City of
ones.
Heroes!
It's not based on the comic book, though.
Well, the comic
It's
book
comic
was based on the game.
Haven't
So
most
I
of the
mean,
Mar- like
so I mean,
Marvel
you have
games
pretty
been
much the entire.
Some of the
Comic book
X-Men,
universe
there
here.
have been some okay X-Men games.
Yeah, I think
Legends.
X-Men Legends were not bad.
the ones on the Genesis were okay.
They were alright. The X-Men Mutant
Everything's
Cosmos
just
for Super
okay.
Nintendo
I
wasn't
thought he
bad
said a
either.
good game.
If nobody, really quick, a Sin City game would be awesome.
A Sin City game would be good. Kind of like, it would look like Mad World, only not like
Yeah,
not
but
be
I mean,
rain.
playing the narrative of the different
Yeah.
characters, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Haven't the Marvel games, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, weren't those considered good games?
Yeah, but I think he was just asking like one that hasn't
been done.
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's got the overall. It's
I'd like to see a good
one
game where
particular-
you're like the villain. Like, I don't know how you'd play it out where like you're the Joker. Just fucking shit up and then running from Batman.
Isn't V for
That'd be kinda
Vendetta a
interesting.
comic book character
Yes.
originally? That's
Yes.
the one I want to see. Because V's a really cool anti-hero. He's he's that questionable gray area of, is he really for the people? Is he not? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? And in my head, I think he's a good guy, but he's.
But he
you
does
know,
bad things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also think his particular character would make for an excellent, if you were to go like hack and slash.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good with his arms. He's got all those crazy knives and does
Yeah.
all that crazy karate shit with them,
Mm-hmm.
where it'd make for a good hack and slash too.
And he's literally the face of the internet. You know,
Well, they
the-
ripped him off. It's
the
Guy.
math-
It's Guy Fawkes.
Yeah, I know.
The more you know.
The only thing I know about V for Vendetta is the Anonymous.
Well, it's a Guy Fawkes
It's
mask.
anonymous.
He's the guy who he was the
Plural
original.
form of an Anonymous.
He was the original anti-government. He tried to blow up Parliament back in like
1800s, wasn't it? Or even
Earlier,
further than that?
1600s, I think. I don't remember. He literally tunneled.
Literally?
Yeah,
He literally did it,
literally
yeah.
tunneled under Parliament and with
Planted
gun-
the
Right,
explosives.
yeah, the gunpowder,
It was
right?
gunpowder.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, well, not remember that, but I read about
He's
that.
a hidden character in Jamestown, a fun shoot 'em up. Have you played Jamestown?
It was actually.
You should check out Jamestown. It's a vertical scrolling shooter, but it's
Is this like world the settlements of
yes,
Jamestown
but
and the United
but instead of
States?
settling in America, they settle Mars.
And they call it Jamestown?
It's called Jamestown. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
How did they get there? On the like Mayflower
They have these
space shuttle?
Mayflower space shuttle. But it's like, really? It's very steampunky. Yeah, it's really cool. You should check it out. It's on PC. It's on Steam.
Is there a Pocahontas in there?
No, but there's Virginia Dare, and who else is in there?
That's great. That's awesome.
I can't remember who else is in it. It's great. It's really cool. Definitely check it out. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Sorry.
That's real. That's fun. I don't know if it'll be real fun.
It's real fun.
Yes, it's 3.
Did you have anything you wanted to throw out there? Or? I have a couple.
No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
There are
Is that a big
two.
comic person.
No.
There are two that would be really good. Well, there's two. Well, but that would never work as a game. but
Captain
that is,
America.
No, the two that I think would be good. Preacher would be awesome. Do you read Preacher, Jason?
Oh, America.
Preacher would be great. Preacher,
must
it would
be
never
sleeping
make
in
it.
your old age.
Every GameStop would get protested if a Preacher game came out.
Yeah.
Preacher has been in development as a TV show for years, on and off. It's about a preacher who is kind of forced into the job by his family, and he's absolutely miserable. And he basically there's a war in heaven, between heaven and hell, and somehow a baby is born between an angel and a demon, and that baby breaks free of containment and inhabits the preacher, and gives him the power of they call it the word of God. He says it, you do it, and he says some crazy shit that he makes people do. Like at one point, he turns to someone and says, "Go fuck yourself." And he does it. And it's not pretty. It's a very dark, very...
This is a comic book?
It's a comic book. It is awesome. It is a great comic. So that would be a lot of fun. I also think if they could get it right, Hellblazer, John Constantine.
Also going to be a TV show now.
Yeah. I don't trust Hollywood.
Is Keanu Reeves doing it?
No, fuck no.
I don't trust Hollywood to get it right. He's
Del Toro's doing the movie.
the new movie?
Dark World.
Oh, Dark World. Yeah.
What did he do recently that was really good?
Pacific Rim.
What else did he do recently that was really
Boy.
What else did he do recently?
Hell, Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
He's done a movie in the last 3 years that I've heard of. Or that I've seen, I should
Yeah.
say. That was really good.
Which one?
The one that I can't name.
Pan's Labyrinth?
No.
That was like
Oh, boy.
4 or
No.
5.
Debbie Does Dallas?
Nope.
Yeah. Inside Deep Throat.
Nope.
And it would be really cool, but there's no way to make a good game out of it. Would be Sandman, but that'll never happen.
All right, rock on. Is there any other ones? No?
No more questions? Yeah, there are more questions. Oh yes, there are.
Yes.
Wait, no, that is the last question. This is a statement from the governing board of Forward Compatible.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Well,
Jason?
from a member of the board.
Jason?
No. CEO. Okay.
CEO. Okay.
CEO.
We had 2 winners for the Impoverished Geek question of the last week.
Oh, nice.
Prizes for the past month will go out within the next week.
I've been lazy.
Is this a question from you, or is this...
Yeah.
Okay. The question for the week, and you will send your answers to forwardcompatiblepodcast@gmail.com. Unless you prefer somewhere else. That's the way to do it.
Send them over there.
That's the way to keep other people from seeing it.
Mhm.
Which 2 actors were the inspiration for Bill and Lance in Contra?
Hell, I don't even know that.
Bum, 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 bum.
Fucking A. Cool. Did you announce the
It just
win?
blew Mouse's mind.
Do we announce the winners?
It was 2 people. I don't know.
2 people? Yeah, we got you. We got you covered, guys.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been episode 89-ish, part 1, I think. Right? Let's go with 89. Hopefully it's 89.
Sure.
Oh, wait, it's on the...
I think it's 89. Is it 89?
He pulled every sheet but that sheet.
Wait, is it on here?
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch us next week, same time, same place.